Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Greenies, where I give you some tips and tricks for cultivating all the green kind of plants that you want in your life. Today I'd like to start with fig cuttings. I took these from a dormant fig tree in the orchard that needed a good pruning, and I'm going to show you how to basically take this stick and create a genetically identical clone of the host plant. Figs are incredibly easy to grow, and basically what I'm trying to do is grow these so I can sell them to some friends over this coming year, make a little extra money, and hopefully use that for something good in my life. With that said, let's get into it, and I'll give you some quick pointers. All right, so the two figs I have today, VB, which I just abbreviated Violet de Bordeaux, which is a really nice purple fig. I haven't had it yet. Supposedly the flavor is superb and very berry, fruit forward. But it's a really attractive tree. The leaves are really nice. And then I also have the long neck yellow. This was the first fig I ever received from from a basically family friend, and I've been growing it since. I have had this. It tastes like kind of like a melon with hints of agave nectar. Really nice, really big fruit. Um, I'm partial to it because it was my first fig, but I'm really happy, and I hope I'm able to share this with other people. So that said, I have already set up kind of my grow cups. I put in soil in there. It just needs to be some regular potting soil. Doesn't need anything fancy. Just something that's going to drain well but hold some moisture, so that way it'll encourage the fig cutting to grow. Obviously you want to label your pot, put VB, so for violet, and it'll help me later on when these things bud. Besides telling from the leaves, it'll just help me keep track of what's what. That said, with basically fig cuttings or just most cuttings in general, I like to expose a little bit of the green tissue underneath. And what you need to do is, you get a knife, always cut away from yourself, and you're kind of just going to scrape a little bit of that bark. You want to reveal kind of the green tissue underneath. That's where all the living tissue is. And when it's placed in the soil where it just receives darkness and moisture, it'll trigger kind of like these cells in that green cambium to kind of differentiate themselves, kind of like stem cells, and start forming root nodules. And from there, it'll start to create little roots. And hopefully when it warms up, you'll have roots forming, and you'll have basically leaves pushing out the top. This is a upper cutting, so obviously it's just going to push up from the top, but some of the cuttings where you basically have just cut the sticks in half multiple times, you want to make sure that there's a little bud left on there, because that's where the leaves are going to pop out. So I'm going to do another little cut of the bark, just kind of leave some of that tissue kind of get exposed. I'll probably do it because they're probably going to be about this much in the soil. So I'll probably do it in multiple spots to encourage just growth. Again, figs are really prolific, and they don't need a whole lot. Once you have your stick, it's as simple as just sticking it in the soil, compacting it, and then basically rinse and repeat. And at the very end, you water the fig in, and then you just let nature warm up, and you're good to go. So I'll just kind of go through this, and then I'll probably speed it up on the video, and basically just show you how quick this can be done, so that way it's not a big time expenditure. When you do have cuttings like this where it's hard to tell where the top is, always look at the node and where it's kind of pushing. Like this one's pointing up, and that's going to be where it pushes a new leaf. If you were to turn upside down, theoretically, it would grow, but it just wouldn't. It just makes this thing's chances of actually becoming a healthy plant a little harder. So always try to look for the direction the nodes are growing, because that's where you're going to get the new material. See, I have a pretty decent amount of cuttings. I have a few extra, so I'll probably pot those off camera, but it's pretty quick, pretty simple. And then you just finish it with, nice gentle watering. Now, this isn't the most accurate of watering containers, so it's not like I'm going to be very precise right here, but you just want to get moist, let the water sink down, and then hit it again with the water. You just want to get it moist, and like I said, there's holes at the bottom of the pots, and basically the soil is just there to keep these moist, so that way the tissue can grow while the plant is dormant. All right, so that was Fig Cuttings 101. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.